trying to find a human resources job can be very challenging and very annoying. So, in this video, I'm going to be walking you through how to find an HR position online using various job boards. So, let's dive right into it. So, first up, we have LinkedIn. So, LinkedIn is very popular. A lot of professionals use this website. So, you can just do a generalized search for a human resources position. Let's move myself over here. Let's start by, you can leave the location blank if it's easier for you to navigate and generate the results that you're looking for. On LinkedIn, you can search by the date that it was posted, the experience level that is required. And let's skip all the way over to whether or not the jobs are where you can separate your search criteria by on-site, remote, or hybrid. Always remember sometimes employers will post remote jobs even though they're still hybrid or on-site. So you have to do your due diligence on a lot of it and just sift through all of it the best way that you can. So let's just do a remote search, for example, with no location specific to this. And clearly you could see, you could just click on anything and view the information about the job. And never forget, when you are using LinkedIn, is to set the alert so you always know any new positions that are being posted. Now let's move on to Evil HR Jobs. I really like this site. I think this is a great place for you to search for new opportunities. You can search by location, and you can also search by the categories and job types. Right now, there's not a whole lot of employers that are using the on-site or remote or telecommute tabs right now, but you can always find different opportunities in different places. So this is relatively new but up and coming and a great place for you to search for human resources jobs. Next up is Indeed. Indeed, a lot of you already know about. And one of the things that they have modified with their search criteria is the remote. What was happening is a lot of times when you're searching for jobs, the employers would have all of this silliness going on where it would be still remote, hybrid, still come into the office. But Indeed finally provided a dedicated filter for remote so that you could sift through all of the noise. If you're searching for a remote position specifically, you can find it on Indeed. Now, again, a word of caution, when you click on these positions, sometimes they still are stating that you have to be local to the area, still remote, blah, blah, blah. Again, do your due diligence when you're searching. I'll do another video on how to really get to the bottom of what's going on at a company, like reviewing their ratings and things like that to understand what their company culture is like, but that's on another video. Let's move on to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter is one of those where you have to create a job profile in order to generate any results. So you have to log in, it has all of your stuff in there. So you can, it also has a filter that you can do all remote, in person, or remote, and just play around with this search criteria so you'll know exactly what it is that you're looking at. Sometimes with these job boards, they have a tendency to be all over the map, but with ZipRecruiter, they do a really good job of filtering out the information that you don't need and going directly to the job opportunity that you're searching for. Let's move on to Career Builder. Now, Career Builder does allow you to do a search without having to log in, and you'll see my search criteria for all of these are HR generalist. You can, they're not only, for generalists, but you can search for directors, managers, coordinators, and all sorts of human resources related positions. But my search criteria for this specific video is just for the generalist level. You can search for remote type positions, and you can also sift out the ones that have the quick apply feature, which allows you to just apply without having to do a cover letter or anything like that. But I always highly suggest to create a cover letter so that you have a little bit more human feel to the application that you're submitting for a company. It means that you've taken out the time to really establish some interest in that role. All right, so we can do this one here. It pulls up a human resources partner. You can apply directly onto the company site, or a lot of times you can apply through Career Builder. Just take your time and go through Career Builder. I know it's not as popular as it used to be, but it's always worth a shot to continue looking for jobs through them as well. Let's move on to Sherm. Sherm, you can search for any level job. You don't necessarily have to do the location, and you can filter out what it is you're searching for. So you see on-site, hybrid, or remote. So just for demonstration purposes, I can click on remote and then generate some results, what I'm searching for. And you'll see that each of these positions have remote. Let's click on the HR director. And you get to read the details. It's very clean. This is a very nice platform to be able to do your search and apply for the job and be done. There's one thing that I wanted you to notice about some of these positions. Some of these employers will post directly to Sherm, and then others, you'll notice here it says jobs from the web. So when you click on it, it takes you to an external website. So I'm really not biased as to where or how you apply for a job. Just know that sometimes the Sherm Jobs is part aggregator, and it also hosts jobs that employers have contacted them directly to post on their site. All right, so let's move on to, nope, I'm not going to click there. All right, let's go to Glassdoor. We are familiar with Glassdoor because they like to keep track of how much everyone is making. And a lot of their content is pushed by individuals who have shared their salary information. And now with the transparency laws that are rolling out across several states, employers have to post the job salary ranges on their positions. Within here, you can do remote work from home only type search criteria. You can search by salary range, anything like that, and pull up the information that you're searching for. Again, this is a very clean interface. It's easy for you to see the salary information on this one here. The employer provided the salary. And in many cases, sometimes Glassdoor will give an estimate of how much they think this employer is paying for this particular position. So again, take some time, do your research on that. And so those are all the job boards that I had. There's one more that I would like to share with you very simplistically. This is Google Jobs. And basically you search for Google Jobs, and then it's going to pull up all of the information that you're searching for. Now, Google Jobs is not a job board, it is a job aggregator. So what's going to happen is you will be led off to other websites like this one here, for example. You apply at Chegg Internships or apply at salary.com. There's different ways, apply on Indeed, Salary, Paylocity, and BB. So definitely take some time to click through each of these and make sure that they are legitimate jobs first before you apply. But a lot of these companies, you want to double check their career site to make sure that the position is actually open. So that is it for me in this video. If you like what you've heard, I would like for you to click subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.